Okay, welcome to GK Pandit ji, and today you can see this is the adding consecutive numbers, and we're giving here some rule. The rule number here there's a definite rules, and the rules is adding the smallest number, and this is a shortcut tip. So always remember this rule and just write down this rule here, and after that I will discuss about this rule. Okay, so you can see this add the smallest number in the group to the largest number in the group, multiply the result by the amount of numbers in the group, and divide the resulting product by 2. Now what is the meaning of this rule? Now let's see, take an example and see uh, what is the meaning of this rule. Just first of all read carefully. Okay, at the smallest number here, it is very important. I'm just marking here the smallest number and the largest number. Okay, add the smallest number in the group to the largest number in the group. So that's a group. Multiply the result by the amount of the numbers in the group. Add, divide the resulting product by 2. So please write down this formula or rule, and definitely it will be very helpful. So now take an example. Just okay, suppose we want to uh, find some things about the sum of all number and numbers from 33 to 41. So let's do this. Suppose we want to find the sum of all numbers from 33 to 41. So at this case we are using this rule, and now see how it is happened. This first uh, add the smallest, okay, here smallest number to the largest number. Okay, now since this is a live class, so I have to write down here. So 33 plus 41. So what is things when give this kind of problem? Just uh, add the smallest to largest. Okay, this is the first thing we need to do. Now since uh, there are 9 number, okay, there are 9 number from 33 to 41. Okay, from 33 to 41. Okay, the next step is, now next step is, now see what is the rule tells us. Okay, now After adding, now what you need to do, see, multiply the result by the amount of the numbers in the group. So amount of numbers, so this is very important. I'm marking here this yellow with the yellow marker. So 9, the 9 number is you need to multiply. So 74 into 9 is equal to 36. Okay, let's remember this. And finally divide by 2. The, which product you get from this, you need to divide by 2. Now 666 divide by 2. Now we get 333 triple three. That's our answer. Okay, this is very easy trick. You need to do just first of all add. Now the number gap you need to multiply. Now divide by 2. The number sum of all number sum of all numbers from 33 to 41, okay, is therefore is therefore 3333. Okay, triple three, 333. Now you can take this from with the help of calculator. You can get the same answer. Okay, now you can easily check with your calculator. And just for first of all please write down this one. Okay, after this this is the adding consecutive numbers. Okay, those are very easy tricks, adding consecutive numbers. Now we can check this with the help of calculator. From 33 to 41, if we add 9 consecutive numbers, we get the same result. So this is our answer. So this is our answer is right. So 9 number. So now when solving consecutive word problem involving consecutive integers, involving consecutive integers, that's very important. uh, it's important to remember that we are looking for the integer that one unit apart. So so if you if we have n as the first integer, n, and then n plus 1 will be the second integer, second integer. Okay, second integer. And the n plus 3, and n plus 3 will be the fourth integer. That's will be the fourth integer. And n plus 4 as a fifth integer. Okay, those are fifth integer. So see here n, and here n plus 1. Okay, and see here n plus 2, and see there should be the black one, and n plus here n plus 4, sorry, here should be the red color. Okay, and here should be 3. It should be red color. So from this this you can get a conclusion here. This is a first integer, and this is one your second integer, and this one is the third integer, this one is third integer, and this one is fourth integer, and this one n plus 4 is a fifth integer. So can you understand? Let's take an example here. Let's take an example that 16, then 16 plus 1, okay, then 16 plus 2, next consecutive integers, 16 plus 3 and 16 plus 4, okay. So this is the consecutive integers, and if you add up and you get the result of this consecutive integers. So when dealing with the consecutive integers, notice that the difference between the larger and smaller integers is always equal to 1, okay, is always equal to 1. If we look at this is 16 and this is 17, this is 18, this is 19, and this is 20. So when we are dealing with consecutive integers, notice that the difference between the larger and smaller, here larger and smaller, and that's another integers, larger and smaller, so is equal to always equal to 1. So this is a observations. I'm clearing this canvas, the observations. So let's say observation. So observe the following. What? So n plus 1 minus n plus 1 minus n minus n plus 1 is equal to 1. So that's a observations, and see n plus 2 minus n plus 1 is equal to n plus 2 minus n minus 1 is equal to n plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So this is the some observations. N plus 3 minus n plus 2 is equal to n plus 3 minus n plus 3 is equal to n minus n plus 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. So that's the 1. And n plus 4 minus n plus 3 is equal to n plus 4 minus n minus 3. Here n minus n is plus 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So now taking an example and try to solve this one. The sum of 3 consecutive number, consecutive integers, here integers, is 84. Then see here 84 and find the three consecutive integers. That's the questions here. This is a question. Okay, this is a question. Now we're going to solve this, and the first step to solve this word problem is to find out what species of the informations are available here, and that is given informations. Okay, for this problem, the following problem, we need to add the three integers are consecutive. Okay, need to add three integer that are consecutive. That's very important. Consecutive. Then the numbers are one unit apart from each other. Okay, each other, sorry, here each other. Each number is one more than the previous number. That's the point. Each number is one more than the previous number. Okay, and now the last one, the sum of the consecutive integers is 84. So that's informations. With this fact at hand, we can now set up to represent our three consecutive integers, and let's see. Let's be n are the first integers. That's the first integers first integer is n, and second integer is equal to n plus 1, and third integer is equal to n plus 2. So that is our observations, this one, and this one. So let's start solving this one. So just clearing this canvas. So we are now ready to write our equations number that we are given the sum. So we'll be adding our three consecutive integers, that is n plus n, bracket open, this is round bracket open, n plus 1, round bracket close, and plus n plus 2, bracket close, is equal to 84. That is the first integers, that's the second integers, then the third integers. Okay, let's proceed to solving these equations, and now start solving these equations. N plus 1 plus n plus 2, that is 84. N plus 1 plus n plus 2, just remove these brackets. Okay, then 84. 3n plus 3 is equal to 84. Then 3n plus 3 minus 3 here, both of side minus 3 for sorry, here it should be the black color. Both of side, it should be black color. Both of side the minus 3, both of side here and here, minus 3, subtract minus 3. So here we get 3n and 81. Now 3n and 81, just we need to divide by 3, divide by 3, both of side divide by 3, and here we get this n is equal to 27. Now we have the value of the n. Now we have the value of n, that is 27. Now the first integer, our first integer is equal to n, and that is 27. Okay, now the second one is n plus 1, that is 27 plus 1 is equal to 28. And now the third one is n plus 2, that is 27 plus 2 is equal to 29. So finally let's do a quick check to make sure that the sum of the consecutive integers, that is 27, that is 28, that is 29, is indeed given this 84. Given this original check, we are going to check this one. 84, 27 plus 28 plus 29 is equal to 84, and that is right. Okay, so if you want calculator, so you can go with this calculator and see, check it out. Plus 28 plus 29 is equal to 84. So our answer is right. So take another question, and for clarifying this formula, the find 4 consecutive integer whose sum is 238. So let's start ahead, determine the important facts of given problem. We will be adding 4 successive integer. Okay, now the adjacent integers are 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit apart, and the sum of the 4 consecutive integer is, that is very important, thus given 238, and the next step representing the 4 consecutive integers using the variable is n. Okay, Now our first integer, there's our first integer is n. Since the integers are consecutive, that means that second integer will be the second integer n plus 1, that is the second integer. Okay, sorry, here some spelling mistake. So okay, uh, that is second integers, and the third and one is n plus 2, that is third integer. Okay, now that is our things, and now see here, make a box like this, that is your first integers, that's the first integers is n, and second integers is n plus 1, and third integers is n plus 2, and that is your fourth integers. And because here is a fourth, then fourth integer is n plus 3. So just nothing, do nothing, just clear, and just going to clear this canvas here, and n plus n plus 1 plus n plus 2 plus n plus 3 here is equal to 238. Now solve this problem. Here n plus, sorry, here I need to remove this one, and n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 is equal to 238. Sorry, here 4n plus 6, 238, and 4n plus 6, and here both of side remove, subtract minus 6, here minus 6, minus 6, here minus 6, minus 6. So here we get 4n is equal to 232, and 4n is equal to, here divided by 4, 4 removing 4, and 4 here, and dividing by 4, sorry, there's a same color, and now 4, we get n is equal to 58. Now start doing, solve this problem. The problem is the sum of 6 consecutive integer is minus 9. Now look, here is minus 9. Now what the question is, what are the integers? So this is our question, what are the integers? Sorry, what are the integers? Okay, so silly mistake. Now start doing solving this problem. What do we know, or given thing from here? We have we will add 6 consecutive integer. Okay, now second thing is the sum of the integer sorry here some mistake is minus 9. So look this one, minus 9, and the consecutive integers are 1 unit apart. Okay, the consecutive integer are 1 unit apart. Now another thing, since the sum of the consecutive integer is negative, is a negative. So here you can see this is negative. Okay, this is negative 1, this is negative, this is given things. The number, more like the sequence of integers, will involve the negative integers. So represent the six consecutive integers. Now I'm clearing this things. The first integer is x. Now the second integer is x plus 1. Third integer is x plus 2. Fourth integer is x plus 3. Fifth integer is x plus 4, and the sixth integer is x plus 5. So this is thing. And next, uh, the sum of 6 consecutive integer is, here this is given, the sum of 6 consecutive integer integers is minus 9. So this is into an equations. Now get this equations, x plus, sorry, x plus 1 in bracket plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 5 equal to minus 9. So this is our equations. Now solving this equations, get this 6x plus 15 minus 9 equal to minus 9. Now 6x plus 15, both of side minus 15. Now you can clearly see this is minus 15, and now both of side here minus 15. Okay, now 6x divided by 6, and get this 24 minus 24 divided by 6. Now x equal to minus 4. Now put this value, this first integer is minus 4 equal to minus 4, the second integer is now minus 4 within bracket plus 1. Okay, now we get this minus 3, and this one is equal to minus 4, and so on. Yeah, minus 1 are equal to 0, and the last one is equal to 1. So we get this things, this minus 4 plus minus 3 from here to here, minus 3 plus minus 2 plus here minus 1 plus 0 plus 1 is equal to minus 9. So this is our answer. Now this things is can clearly understand, please write down this. And now I'm clearing this, all of this stuff. Okay, now take another example. The sum of three consecutive integer is minus 90. What is the largest integer? So here will be a tricky part, this type of problem where you need to be careful. Most of the time we are only asked to find the consecutive integers which when added must give the specific sum. In this case, however, we not only have to find the three consecutive integers, three consecutive integers, but also determine which among this is the largest. Okay, so this is largest. So we need to find out this one. This is largest. Okay, and three consecutive integers. Rule of thumb is to always read the problem carefully and pay close attention to what is asked. No matter how straightforward a problem is, it is a still good practice to always identify what the facts are available to you. So what I told you in my previous classes, that start, make a flow chart, start, and here think, from thinking processes start, and for a tool, you need some tool here. So tool here is formula, some tools, and you have to find out some definite relevant formula and where your brain is process. Okay, so finding the relevant formula is your brain task. Okay, this is a brain task. So This is thing you need to careful attention. Okay. Now what we know uh, or given thing. So I'm just clearing this one. And now what we know. What we know. So one thing we will be adding three integer three integers that are consecutive. So that is one thing we know, and we should get a sum of 90 minus 90 when we add the three integer. Sorry, it's a mistake. So this things is given. Okay, now the another third part is the consecutive or adjacent. Okay, very careful this term, adjacent integer only differ by 1 unit. Okay, so another thing, it is likely that we will be dealing with negative integer. So this is careful attention, negative integers. So let's start solving this one. So the first integer that is 1, second integer that is n plus, that is n and n plus 1, and third integer that is n plus 2. Okay, now make equations very simple. N plus 1 plus n plus 2 is equal to minus 90. So solve these questions. N plus 1 plus n plus 2 here, and just removing this bracket and putting it. Okay, just removing this bracket, and then this equations, and this thing, you get this thing. And now 3n plus 3 and minus 90. Now 3n plus 3 here, now minus 3 from this, and 90 here also you need to subtract minus 3 both of side, this one and this one. Okay, subtracted from minus 3, subtract. Okay, and 3n is equal to minus 93, that is 3n by divided both of side by 3 and divided both of side here is open both of side by 3 divided both of side by 3 and now get this n equal to minus 31. Okay, so since we get this point, since n equal to minus 31, then the three consecutive integers are minus 3, minus 30 and here minus 21. Okay, so the first integers is minus 31, that is minus 31 plus 30 is equal to 30, minus 31 plus 2 is equal to minus 21. So this is equal to minus 31 plus minus 30 plus minus 29 is equal to minus 90. So this is, and the final answer is this is the largest one. Okay, this is largest. Okay, but as you know, we are not done yet because this is the largest one. Our problem asks us identify the which among consecutive integers is largest. So this is largest. Okay, so this is I'm include my session, and in the next sessions we will discuss about the consecutive even integers what problem, some consecutive odd integers what problem, so and another tips and trick. So till then stay tuned and please subscribe this channel for upcoming videos and notifications. Thank you very much for watching. Till then stay tuned. Bye bye.